Woo! What a weekend we had. What is up, folks? As per usual, welcome back to more esports talk. Already, Call of Duty preseason. I think we could call it that. The kickoff matchups and just one series for what some players out there are going to be calling glorified scrims. I can't, too strongly disagree with that statement. Certainly not taking too much away from this past weekend, but it was nice to see some decent viewership numbers similar to last season. We'll see how these stages do carry out, how that viewership does hold up, and hopefully does continue to. Of course, the headline could be OpTic dominating LA Thieves. They break 100,000 concurrent viewers, which is already a great start for a preseason matchup. That's got to be exciting to see. We will see as the stages unravel with 3 weeks per stage, 5 stages equaling 5 majors. I'll explain that a bit later on, but if you guys did miss the matchups, again, not going to take too much away from this. OpTic versus LA Thieves, certainly the biggest headline. OpTic dominating them almost as badly as the Empire dominated the subliners. Of course, after losing Zuma, a huge loss for that roster. Florida, a little bit of an upset over Atlanta FaZe, which was very cool to see. And it seems like London might be missing the Twins, as they are no longer the best team, or I should say over the seas lineup that is not over the seas, currently living here in America, as every other team does reside. Surge in LA, gruff it out at the bottom, and Rocker hang on against the Ultra. I would say bigger takeaways out there is the Empire continuing to rag on Clayster. I get it. It's jokes. It's banter. It's some things out there that I find funny, but it is kind of weird to see. I'm not going to play you guys the music behind this clip because I don't want to get copyright struck, but I'm going to play you guys the muted clip, and I'm sure you can probably take away what Empire was trying to say about Clayster. And then speaking of the devil and Clayster, it was actually him who called it a scrim after losing to Empire, which some people probably not liking that. I would say a lot of people also agreeing with that. It's also kind of funny because going somewhat in a triangle motion, we actually have Call of Duty League themselves as they pick the groups for our first stage. In case you guys somehow do not know, there will be 5 stages. That equals 5 majors. Each major event, 500K a pop, and there will be 2 groups for each stage. That group has now been selected, or those groups have been for this first stage, of which in Call of Duty's very own piece, it's Hecz jokingly calling Crimsix scared as the Empire send OpTic to the opposite group, which I think any team probably would, right? It's the smartest decision to make. It doesn't stop the fact that Hecz said Crimsix was scared.
Yes, we should still wait for Crim and App.
Porter just said he's at the Porsche dealership right now, and he said, "What's up?"
Oh, geez.
What? That is the most Crimsix reply you could have gotten.
Every minute I'm here, Crimsix is paying me, just so you guys know.
He said, "Who the f signed me up for this?" To me.
So, Dallas, you're up first. You have 2 minutes if you want it.
So we're on the clock already, huh? It's like that? Just that
You
fast?
already
The
know.
first pick in the 2021 CDL
Your
draft.
team already told you what to do.
How do you know? How do you know I don't get the
Because
executive
I
decision
know,
here?
I know Crim's scared. I know Crim's scared of what's gonna happen.
Oh,
He'd
it's
rather
like
pass that on
It's
somewhere
like that.
else.
Well, let's find out. Let's find out.
Let's
so yeah,
find out.
let's find out. Everybody wants to see this rivalry anyway. You know
Yeah,
that.
Classical's been a thing since the beginning of time. Don't be
Yeah, but we're
afraid
gonna
of
have
it.
to wait for that. We're gonna have to wait for that because we're sending
Yeah.
you guys over to the other side. That's what we're
What's
doing.
that?
Dallas picks Chicago to go face off in that other group with the Tiny Terrors. So we want to see that FaZe OpTic rivalry play out in the other group for a little bit while we get
Alec,
to play
you
in
saw
Group
that,
A.
right, Alec? You saw it coming, Alec?
I saw it coming.
I mean, it was pretty easy.
I don't really think there was
All
another
right, so
option
yeah,
there.
that's it. That's our
Yeah.
pick. Lock it in. Final answer. Chicago's headed to Group B.
Atlanta, you are now on the clock.
I had this list, and we had a meeting around surrounding like what we were gonna do, and there's literally like everything's picked up for me right now. So the choice for me right now is between Minnesota and Florida, and Formal said, I don't care who you pick, put anybody in front of me and just make it happen. So I guess it doesn't matter who I throw over to that side. So I'm gonna go with the Minnesota Rocker. Shout out to my sis over there. So Minnesota, see you later.
Sounds good.
LA Thieves, you are now on the clock.
This works out nicely because I was also told Minnesota or Florida as the next two.
And you know, I just really think it'll be fun to see Crimsix and Awakening in the same pool. Just think that would be really, really fun. So I'm gonna send Florida over there.
Oh, the storylines are forming already.
So just like that opening weekend, you know, nothing too spicy as of right now, but I will be here to break it down for you guys continuing throughout this season as we now officially enter Call of Duty League season in Stage 1. You guys can see the groups, and quite obviously Group B, a bit more heavy-handed than Group A, but as we progress, the winners or the top 2 finishers in each stage will then, of course, get the actual following picks for the future groups. So it should be a nice format because if you keep on winning, you keep on getting to make your group a bit better and thus giving yourself better tournament seeding at the future major as well. I actually like this format. This reverse snake draft format is what they're calling it, and I love the fact that Call of Duty can get all of these guys in a single call together and have that banter back and forth. Seeing Stro and Hecz and Cap and all these guys who show up to represent their teams, it's funny to see the personalities and who the clear dominant personalities in these calls will be, and we will see how it progresses further on. So what were you guys surprised by? What were you not surprised by? It's certainly not opening weekend like we saw last season, right? It's not that hyped, but it's still very cool to see, of course, Thieves back and at 'em, and we'll see if they can bounce back as we enter the first weeks of Call of Duty League season. Until next time, hope you guys all enjoy. Take a sip for me, all right? I'll see you back here sometime soon.